Hello everybody, welcome along. Today I want to do something for this little page thing. It's a little journal that's going inside another journal, if you remember. And what I've done so far is coffee stained the pages, stenciled the pages, as you can see. Oh, it's lovely, I love it. And the first thing we did for this was this very plain and straightforward pocket page, but it was using up some stickers, of which I have 10 million at least. So I want to do something else using pages and the file folder that I've been using. So I thought, well, I'm always going to need journaling cards in here, and I quite like making pockets, but sometimes journaling cards, they can take so long to make that you just kind of go off the idea. So this morning I thought, no, I'm going to give it a try and see. So I made these. They are postcards. Oh, that's got a bit grubby. And I thought that they would fit into either side pockets, bottom, wherever. They'll fit in, won't they? So I made that one, and that one. And it's using file folders and our stickers. So we're using up things that we've got tons of, which is always good. So I thought that you might like to see how I made these, although they are really, really simple. I mean, like super simple. But I thought I could do it as sort of craft along. And it'd be nice to have your company. So I'd like some more of these. I'd maybe like 6 or something in total. 6 throughout this little journal would be more than enough probably. But you know, you could always put one on the front. No, it doesn't fit that way. It'd have to go that way. They are, these ones measure 6 by 5. No, 6 by 4. I'm lying to you already. 6 by 4. So what I'm going to do is put that somewhere safe, because I don't want to get it all splattered. So let's take a file folder and my Timmy rotary trimmer. Not room on the desk for him. There we go. So I'm just going to straighten the one end of the file folder. Sometimes they're straight, sometimes they're not, but it only takes a couple of seconds to straighten it off, so you might as well do it. So I'm going to cut these at 4. I don't know, should I cut it at 6? Let's try it at 6. I've no idea. Probably should have worked it out first, but I didn't. So let's cut these at 6. See what happens. And then cut them at 4. See what I can get. Yeah, I think that's kind of straight. Oh, I've got a knobbly bit on the end there that I don't want, so let's trim that out. Knobbly bobbly. I think there's a nice lolly in this country called a knobbly bobbly. I'm pretty sure there is. I even think Mr. F might have got those. He likes really cheap and nasty ice lollies. I like, you know, your Magnum, that sort of thing. He just likes fabs and stuff like that. So I'm going to cut that off at 4. So there's one. Cut this one off at 4. And don't worry about that because we're going to back them anyway. So that'll be all right. Cut that off at 4. And then we're into this weird bit, but we'll see what we can get. Trim off that end there. And 4. You just work it out what's best for the bits of card that you're using. That's all I can say to you. I think I am going to get 4 out of this, you know. That's excellent. Yeah. I've got 2 of those ridges in there. That's maybe not so excellent. Pop that away to one side. Yeah, I think they'll just show up and not be so nice. Can you see them? I'll keep this bit of card because it's nice to stamp on if you want to cut stamps out and things. So I won't throw that away, but it's perhaps not what I'm after for now. Right, so I'm going to get my messy mat out. Yay! I love when I get my messy mat out. My little messy mat. It's bitten the dust, really. It's so dirty now, it just won't come clean. Where is it? I don't, here it is. Yeah, look at it. None of that's going to come off. So I think that's kind of ready for the bin, but I'm not ready to put it in the bin yet. I've had a lot of happy messes with that mat. So I'm not ready for it to go. So yeah, there's 3, and I've got the 3 that I made this morning. So we're ready to go. So I'm going to use antique linen. I did use bundled sage on one that I did earlier, which I've now lost. I've lost all 3. I've only been sat down 2 minutes. I mean, come on. How could I have lost them? Where did I? Here they are. Yeah, I used bundled sage on that one. And I quite like it. But it might be a little dark. Dunno, I might do another one in bundled sage. I'll do 2 in antique linen and 1 in bundled sage. That's what I'll do. Right, so all I'm going to do is smoosh this down. It's not in its first flush of youth, this one. This ink pad. In fact, I'm not sure if have I got an oxide in antique linen? That might. There you go. I absolutely have. That might have a bit more juice about it. Oh yeah, get that. And then get my, like I say, I'm not teaching anything new here. I'm really not, and I know that. But I'm being nice to myself. I'm not doing anything too strenuous on the old brain. And then this one's got writing here, but I'm going to back them, so I want this to be the back and this will be the front. So let's just dibby-dabby a little bit, see what we get. Oh, look at that. Oh, the oxide's even better. Oh, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh, these are beautiful. Every time when I do this, every single time, it thrills me. And I know it's probably a bit sad actually in a way to get thrilled by such things. But I do, I love this pattern that you get. Particularly like this, all the spotty dotties, or this one. Come here. See all these lovely little bits of texture there and down here. Oh, yes, they are heavenly. Do I want to get rid of that? Shall I just put the bundled sage on top? Is it going to spoil my bundled sage pad? I don't know. I have no idea. Oh my life. That's a bit dark, isn't it? I'm going to water that down a fair bit, I think, actually. Problem is, the more water you add, the less likely you are to get the little spotty dotties. But that's dark. Oh, now I've watered it down, it's not quite so dark, and we have got some spotty dotties there, so that's okay. That's not too bad. Yeah, because I added so much water, you can see it's more like a solid colour, but it's all right. It'll be okay. Everything will be all right on the night. So, I know some of you follow my health with interest, and I'm sorry that, I'm sorry that I was off sick, if you like, for so long. But yesterday was my day to go back to the professor, and he was very pleased. He said my results were good, or well, getting better, and he was happy that I was on the right drug regime, etc., etc. And my liver and my kidneys seem to be responding quite well. So, yeah, some over that. Couldn't be doing with feeling ill. It's horrible, isn't it? So there we have it. There are our 3 backgrounds, which I would like to dry, I guess. I did have 3 prepared earlier, so I could just seamlessly move into, there's the 3. But they're so very different from the ones I've just done that I think I am going to dry these. I'm going to go ahead and dry these, and then I'll come back to you. So let me pause you. Right, so there we are, they're dry. Yeah, definitely dry. And what I want to do now to make them into postcards is to stamp postcard across the top, fairly central. Now I am in the fortunate position of having the Tim Holtz set. These ones, Postcards CMS 099. They're a very early release from Stampers Anonymous. I've had them some time. They don't get majorly used, to be honest, but on occasions like this when I'm doing postcards, of course, they're very useful. So that's those. But if you don't have those, and why should you, but you did get that, I'll call it cheap because it was, set from Globeland. It's got postcard, it's got a postcard stamp in it, which is fine. That's all you need. In fact, I'll use that one for the first one, and then you'll see that it's amply ample. Yeah, it's amply ample. So the thing about these is they do not want to re-stick. They're not very clingy ones. But it's made up for the fact that they're cheap. Okay, so I'm going to use my VersaFine Claire Nocturne, and I'm going to use my little stamping thingy, stamping spongy doodah, which when it came was size A3, but that was a bit unwieldy with my desk. I never have a space on my desk that's that size. So I'll cut it in half. And what would I be stamping on A3? Imagine the size of the stamp. Right, so I want this fairly central. Doesn't matter if it's not really central, but I do want it something like straight. Sorry if you can see my head, which you can. Sorry about that, guys. There we are. Yeah, talking about my head, I'm going to colour my hair again. The purple's all grown out. It's almost grown out, to be fair. And I bought a silver one. It's like metallic silver. So see, that's perfect. You don't need the big Tim Holtz set, big expensive Tim Holtz set, and that one will do just fine. I've got ink on my blooming fingers. Oh. So let's just wipe that down and put the lid on the Nocturne. Would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. It would. And put that back where it belongs, which is, I don't know, it's there somewhere. Yeah, there. Okay. Right, and the other interesting thing, oh, it's got another thing, look, it says postcard. Didn't notice that. Postcard there as well. It's got this stamp. It's kind of like a postage edge. And I quite like that, actually. But I don't know what colour I could do it. I did it on one of these, on this one, and I used antique linen for it. I thought it came out quite nicely, really. So I could use antique linen, or no, this is what I used. I used the VersaFine Claire Sand Dune. Now earlier in the year, VersaFine Claire had a new release of inks. They released 12 new colours. And yes, I was like a moth to a flame. I had to have them. I'm so pleased that I'll see if I can get them out and show you. My ink drawer's in a bit of a mess, so don't judge me, guys. Do not judge me. There we are. So you can see some of the new ones because they're still wrapped up. This one, Arctic. Look at that for a colour. How pretty, pretty. This one, Spruce. Perfect. Remember those stamps that we looked at by Lorna? Remember that one that was like the spruce hanging down? And I said that would make a lovely border. That's the colour that you need. That's a new Stone Grey Stays On. That's an old one. This one, which is called Baby Pink. You can see why I had to have them, can't you? This one, Barley Blue. Yep. This one, Lilac Bloom. That's gorgeous, isn't it? This one, which is Grass Green. Yeah. This one, Hawthorn Rose. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful colour. And this one, which is why I had to buy any of them at all, is the Strawberry, and it looks to me like it's actually going to be a proper red. And getting proper reds, I tell you, it's just not easy. You guys know about my struggles with Lumberjack Plaid, which is no more red than I am. This one, Portobello, which is a kind of, well, you can see it's a mushroomy, yeah, let's just call it mushroom. That's what it is. And this one, Very Periwinkle. How beautiful is that? Oh my goodness, I love that colour. And what else is there? What else is new in here? Anything else? Anything? Yeah, that one that I've used quite a bit actually. This Avocado. I used it on that Elizabeth Craft Designs folio planner that I did. It's perfect to go with the Key Lime Nights. And this one is the 12th, the Sand Dune. So yeah, those are they. They are gorgeous. And I do, in the back of my mind, have a bit of a project worked out for the lighter ones, the really pastel ones. So yeah, that's my permanent ink drawer there, which is gorgeous. I love it. Right, okay, so we've got this. Yeah, this is where we were at, isn't it? It hasn't resolved the problem. So, where's my Timmy ruler? Timmy, where are you? I've been working in the living room today. That's why I'm even more disorganised than normal. Because we had the heating engineers come in. Not that there was anything wrong with the heating. It was working perfectly fine. Just, where is my Timmy ruler? Huh? That's the question, isn't it? Where actually is it? This is getting serious now. Oh, I can see the end of it. It's over here. Oh. Right, there we go. Phew, that was a bit of a struggle, wasn't it? Yeah, we just wanted to make sure it was okay with winter coming up and stuff. I know you shouldn't be thinking like that, but when it gets cold, everybody wants a heating engineer, don't they? So we thought we'd just get it done. Right, so I'm going to stick that on there. And I'm going to do it... Should I do it in this or shall I do it in black? Let's do it in this. I'm not so afraid of this colour. So I'm using my Sand Dune colour. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see. So I want it quite near the edge. And straightish if I can get it. And using your rulers are great for long, thin stamps. Yeah, look at that. That's all right. I like that. Now I'm going to put it up the edge. So yeah, I can't remember what I was telling you. Oh yeah, working in the living room. So yeah, while we're waiting for him to come, I didn't drag, I carried through all the stuff that I needed for this project. And whilst there, realised that it was a very nice place to craft, because I was with Mr. F. I mean, he was doing wondrously well, as he always does, cleaning up and stuff around me whilst I just sat playing. Oh, poor Mr. F. But I thought how nice it would be, but it's a bit of a trauma carrying things from here to there and then back to here. So I thought that what I needed was probably a trolley. So I have ordered myself a trolley, and it's coming tomorrow. I ordered it on Amazon, and it's coming tomorrow, and I'll show it to you when it gets here. And I just want to say at this stage, thank you to every single person who has donated even a penny, via Ko-fi or straight to PayPal. I so appreciate the help. It couldn't be done without you. I couldn't buy, my pretty VersaFine Claire inks, and I certainly couldn't buy this trolley that I've ordered either. So thank you, one and all. If you can't afford to donate, that's fine. You don't have to donate. It's a free to watch channel. Don't even give it a thought. But for those of you that have donated, thank you very, very much, and I appreciate you all greatly. And of course, that's what's paid for my trolley, which I shall show you tomorrow, hopefully, when it arrives. So, do I want to put that along there? I think I need to, actually. It needs to be finished off. Let's put some ink on it, because I can't actually see, where we are. Yeah, I think I need to rub it off from that third one along there, so I don't get a bit of a crash situation going on. Yeah, that's all right. I'm trying to hang it with the lid. That's never going to work. You stupid woman. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, I think I just need two there as well, so I can wipe that one off. There we are. So yeah, I quite like that. It looks nice actually. So that's the VersaFine Claire Sand Dune. Beautiful colour. Beautiful colour. So let's just wipe that off. Stick it back in that Global set where it came from. Down there. Lovely. And what I did with these ones, I used that, can you see the field label there in the back? And here, and some numbers and stuff, and I like that. I like having a layered background. Of course I do. I'm all about the layers. What I'm going to do first though is just put a line down here like you would get in a postcard. So let's just straighten that up there, and I want it coming down between those two words, post and card, like there. Maybe move it along a little bit there, about there. I'm just using a fine liner. I'm just going to draw a line. There we are. That's fine. That's all it needs to be. Yeah, what was I mulling about? Oh yeah, the stamp I was going to put in the background. So yeah, I used the field notes, which I like, but something like that would be nice, wouldn't it? That first class postage paid. I quite like that. That might, yeah, let's just use that. Don't think I've ever used this one before, so it's still quite clingy. And this one, it doesn't matter if it comes out good or bad or whatever, you don't really see it, but you know it's there, you can tell something's there. So I'm just going to put it fairly centrally in that panel. Nearly out of shot, guys. Nearly off my desk. Craft it on the floor in a minute. That's perfect, isn't it? Look at that. Oh my life, I like that. Might have to use that on all of them actually. I really, really, really like it. Okay, so it still needs some sort of text or something in here, and it still needs its stickers on, needs back, etc. But let's do the other ones up to that stage. So this one, look how the oxidization just changes. Oh, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful, yes. So I'll use one of these. Which one shall I use? I don't think I've used that one yet. This space may be used for correspondence. The address to be written on this side. Yeah, that'll do. That'll give me a good idea of where to put that line down anyway. Oh, still got that. Still got that out. I'm not going to put that away because I think I want it for the next one. So let's ink this one up. It's got a bit of finer detail in this one, so let's take care. Okay, and I want this on the top and a bit central. Not sure how central that is, but it doesn't really matter. Be careful if you're squashing stamps that's got fine text and stuff on them, because you can blur them if you squash them too hard. That's just perfect. Lovely. There we go. I'm not going to put the lines all the way around this one. I'm just going to put a line down the middle. I don't need this out, do I? Oh my goodness me. Start off with plenty of space and you end up you're working in 6 inches every time. It gets a little tedious. There we go. That's that. That's fine. Okay, so I'm not going to put that round there, so I just really need a stamp in the centre, and I'm pretty keen to use this one again because I really like it. What have I done with Miss P? There she is. And I'm going to use the sand dune again. You see, if this doesn't, this stamp doesn't work out perfectly, it's not really any huge cry, because huge disaster rather than a huge cry. Let's all have a huge cry. The stamp didn't turn out perfectly. Let's all cry. No, because you're going to stick stickers on it, so it doesn't really matter. But you know, because of that, they're all turning out absolutely splendidly. But it's just the way of the world. Right, okay, so now I want postcard on this one. Which shall I make the side? I think I'll make this the side. No, it's quite busy, that, isn't it? Yeah, I'll do this. This is the side the stickers will go on. Okay. What about this one here? That's quite a pretty one, isn't it? Let's use that. Might be a bit tricky to get lined up, but oh well. If it is, it is. So I hope you're all doing well. I know some of you are struggling with health issues. You message me and tell me, and my heart goes out to you, it really does. And I wish I could be there just to give you a hug. Just a big hug and say, you know, I'm thinking about you. And honestly, I am thinking about you. There's so many people on our group that I think about daily, definitely daily. Some that I haven't heard of for a while, wonder how you're doing. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So yeah, I just want you to know I'm thinking about you. I haven't forgotten any of you. We're very fortunate to have this group. Really fortunate. And it's, although I have always appreciated the group, it's only when you're ill that you really, really appreciate it and realise just how wonderful everybody is and how kind and caring and thoughtful everyone is. And you've all been so nice to me when I was poorly. There we go. So we've got 3 kind of, oh, I haven't stamped that one yet, blankish postcards waiting to be done up. I'm going to use that one again, shall I? Yeah, but I'm not going to use the sand dune, it would just be lost on there. I might use a bundled sage, and that's very, very unlike me to use a distress ink for stamping. This is quite a new pad actually, so I think I might get away with it. Time will tell. Time will tell. Looks like it's gone a little bobbly on that surface, but we'll see what happens. It might be rubbish. Yeah, it's not the world's best stamp. I would never advocate using distress inks or oxides to stamp with. You just don't get the best of stamps. They have other values, other virtues, but stamping isn't really one of them. But I knew that. I took the gamble. And it didn't really work out. But that's fine. Let's put those stamps away before they all decide to drop off the end, the edges. Right, so yeah, now we do have 3 nude postcards. I do like this one with the edging around it actually. Kind of finishes it off a bit more, doesn't it? But right, so what I want to do now is get my script stamp, my good old script stamp that I've had since I actually first started junk journaling. It is a Stampers Anonymous one, but it is a Studio 490 Wendy Vecchi, and it gets used for anytime script is required. This one pops out. So I'd never bother putting it on a stamp platform or a stamp block. I just generally ink up a little bit of it. I'm just going to get a bit of blue roll and put it underneath. Because I can't tell exactly where I want to ink this, so I might get some overspill. just going to press that down there. Actually, that's probably fine. It's actually adding more. There, that's great. That's kind of what I was after. In fact, it's exactly what I was after. Let's ink that a bit more. Whoa. Don't drop your stamp, missus. There we are. Looking good, looking good. And this one. Oh. See, I get carried away with myself. It's all going swimmingly and I get so carried away I do something stupid like stick my finger in the ink pad. Yeah. There we go. That's really nice. I like that. And this never used to even get cleaned off like that, actually, to be honest. Thinks it's its birthday today. So there we go. Right. Not too bad. So now we're just down to the flowers and then inking around them. So I've stuck all my stickers in this bag because I was fed up with them all falling out everywhere. So let's have a look and see what we got. Okay, I'm going to have to get rid of that sticky bit on the top because it's going to drive me bonkers. It's quite a pretty little one, isn't it? That one. Don't know, might be a bit wide. Might be a bit on the wide side. Seem to have a load of pink ones here. Just loose. There's a moose loose a bit this hoose. That one was for Roz, because she's Scottish, like me. And there's a whole packet of purple ones there. Let's lay those out as well. Yeah, Rose lives in Canada and sounds, you know, when you hear her talk, she's got a real Scottish accent. I live in England. I live about 20 miles away from where I was born. And I sound very English. But, you know, it's just the way it is. So what have I got here? What can I make up from this lot? Well, that's pretty. And that's pretty. Maybe one more? Do you think one more? That's the same as that other one. Could I get away with that or not? Yeah, I quite like that, you know. Quite like it. So I'm going to select the stickers, okay? And then I'm going to pause you while I take all the cellophane stuff off the back, because otherwise it's going to drive you dotty watching me do it. I mean, it just is. I'll just tell you now, because it takes me ages to get them off. So I think the best thing to do is I'll select them, then I'll disappear, and when I come back they'll all magically be stuck in place. So I'm just going to open this bag of little purple ones. See what we've got in here. Oh, they're nice. Purple looks nice with the green, doesn't it? I think so. Oh, there's a pansy in here. I like pansies. Let's have a look. What about that one? I like that. I like that arrangement. I think that's nice. So we've got 2 sorted so far. And let's see what else is in that bag. Something a bit different, maybe. Perhaps. What's that one? They are quite nice. What are those ones? They're different. Let's have a look. Let me see. Oh, I think they're brand new. Honestly, I've got to stop buying stickers. It's ridiculous. Anytime I put an order in with Temu or what used to be Ali, I'd stick 4 or 5 things of stickers in my basket, thinking, oh well, they won't come in wrong. But there's a very pretty iris. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. Don't forget we need to put a stamp in as well. Is that just marginally? I can creep over that postcard a little bit. Can I get away with just one? No, I need something else. What else is there? Cotton balls. I've never seen cotton balls in real life. But putting that on top of that one, would that work? No, it's a bit busy. It's a little bit busy. Oh, there's a smaller iris. What about that? Quite like it, but I don't know if it's actually hitting the mark. Let's try this one. I quite like that actually. That is quite nice. Yeah, I could cut that off down there. Let's do that now actually. Cut these, which seem to be not attached to anything anyway, so I don't think we're missing much. Just cut around there and put that there. Don't forget you need a stamp. Don't forget you need a stamp. And that there. What's that look like? Yeah, that's just pretty. It's just pretty. So that is what I'm going to do. So I'll bid you adieu for just now, and I'll try and sort out some of the mess of these stamps, stickers, and I will stick all these on, and then I'll get back to you. So you'll see me in a second. It's probably going to take me about 10 hours. So there we are. I've stuck all the stickers on, and while I was about it, I've backed each one with some cream card that I had loads of as well. This is a great project for me. I'm actually getting through some of my supplies, and I know that sounds silly, doesn't it? But some things I was drowning in, stickers being one of them. So and file folders. I seem to have quite a lot of file folders. I must say this is my favourite. I mean, I love the flowers, but I like this postcard stamp from Globeland. I think it's really nice. And I like the edging that we put on that one. So I think if I was to start again, I'd probably put that edging on all of them. I just think it finishes it off nicely. But the other two are nice as well. I like them as well. So, okay. So now we're down to putting stamps on. And fortunately, I do have a huge collection of stamps as well. I should not have bought this sticker book. I don't need it. But since when did need ever have anything to do with what we buy? Right, let's start with this one, which is a kind of pinky colour. So, is there a suitable pinky colour there? I think I'll move into reds after that, yeah. So, let's find a pinky. It's kind of pinky purpley. I might come back to that one actually. This one's blue and yellow. Let's see what blues we've got. Oh, we've got yellows, but they're a bit yellow. Green, blue. Yeah. Okay, what have we got after that? Turquoisey colour, teal. And purples. Yeah, that one is going to go with that. Let's just do that straight away while I see that, because that's the right one. That's the right one for there. Definitely, definitely. And I'm just going to ink around that white bit a little bit. It just looks a bit too new for our project. And they are very sticky, these. And I don't particularly like them when they're stuck straight down, so I'm just going to stick that at a little bit of an angle, a little bit jaunty. Perfect, that's perfect colour. And we just need to ink around that. And oh, tell you, I did find this when I was looking for something else, which I think would go on there quite nicely. So let's use the VersaFine Clair Black. And I'm just going to dab it the once, and actually let me test it out, just in case it's pants. Second generation is what's needed. So let's tap that, stamp off the first one, and then stamp that there. Yeah, that's great. It's nice, isn't it? Woohoo! It's getting better all the time. I'm sure somebody wrote a song about that. If they didn't, they should have. It sounds about right. Then this. Where do we go there? We go brown. And then I think there's some blanks at the back. Oh no, grey. No, I think I want to go for blue. If I can find one that's right. Oh, I've left much too small a space there. Perhaps I shouldn't put a stamp on that at all. I think I won't, because the gap's too little. I'm going to leave that with no stamp, and then come back to this, which is the purples. That's quite a nice one. Ooh. I think that one. So a quick swizz around with some ink. This is just vintage photo. Pop that on. Put that on a bit straighter. That's us finished with the stamps. I've got loads of proper stamps. But you know, why would I use those when Tim's brought out a sticker book? So let's just do this again. With this, stamp it, stamp it, stamp it. Yes, that's lovely. That is lovely, actually. Really like these. I know they're only simple, I know that. But sometimes simple's just fun to make, and you don't get caught up in the making of it, do you? You just enjoy it. Sometimes I think some of the things that I do, the flippy floppies and whatever, they're so blinking mind bending that I generally always enjoy making them, but you know, sometimes the fun gets lost in the mechanics of the whole thing. Just look at that, look at the difference that bit of inking around the edge makes. Just beautiful. So try not to make it all too regular around the edge. You want bits, the corners in particular, you can build it up, and other random places. Just make it a bit thicker and a bit thinner as you go. Just makes it look a bit more credible. Then on the back I'm just going to rub that round. So I've got plenty journaling on the back here. Unadulterated journaling. Which is another thing sometimes I forget. You know, I get caught up in flippy floppies and this and that and the other, and I forget actually that it's supposed to be a journal. So I'm just going to whiz around all of these with my vintage photo. It's oxide actually. I love the way this antique linen oxide came out. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, That's that bright blue, that oxidisation. It's gorgeous. So I hope you give these a go. Someday when your mojo's left you, and I know what that's like now, I really, really do, then maybe this is a nice project to do. Stick a film on, or stick what do you call those books that you listen to? Audio books even, yes, those. Or Spotify, or whatever it is that takes your mind somewhere nice, or just not dwelling on things, and just do these, because you don't really have to think about them. They're just easy peasy, and yet the finished result I think is really rather nice. So this is the last one, and it's probably my favourite out of all of them. I don't think we've had much summer this year. I think anybody in Britain would agree with that. Usually down south they get nicer weather, but I don't even think that's been great this year. And the kids are on holiday now, so it's almost guaranteed to rain for the whole period they're off. I seem to remember when I was at school and we had summer holidays, it used to be lovely long days and evenings of sun. Where has that gone? Anyway, enough moaning about the weather, but I am a Brit, so I'm allowed to. So there we are. There's our 3 postcards that we made today. I hope you enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. It's been lovely having your company. I've loved to be crafting, hopefully with you, but you know, even if you're just watching or listening, or you had the sound turned off, can't blame you for that. All right, I'll see you soon. You take care of yourselves now. Thank you very much. Bye.